A fellow TechSnips contributor asked me today how I go about presenting code in my videos, and I thought that might make an interesting demonstration in a video of its own. So I've got one of my PowerShell scripts open, and the contents of it isn't necessarily important to follow along with this video, but the script as it stands at the moment is how I want it to look at the end of my video. So of course it's the complete script, but when I'm actually presenting my video, I want to start with less than this and gradually bring more on screen as I talk through it. So how I do that is I delete sections of the code in the opposite order of what I'm going to be talking about them. So for example, the import posh twit lines through to publish tweet are going to be the last thing I talk about in a demonstration, so I'll delete that entire section and I'll go right up to and include the new line character at the end of the previous line. And I'll continue this up through the script, section by section, and it's important to do this in the logical chunks that you're going to talk about them. So for instance here, I probably don't want to separate my hashtags empty string from the for each loop where I'm populating that hashtag string. So instead I'll select all of it up to the end of the previous section. Again to here. Now this is a simple line, but I might want to talk about this in isolation. And then I'll take it to the bottom of that curly brace. I might normally like to walk through the logic of some of my scripts more closely, but for the sake of this demonstration I'm going to take out the body of this while loop in large chunks. Now one thing I like to do, depending on the context of the script, is if I'm creating a while loop or another sort of loop, I might like to create the loop as an empty construct first, and then fill out the contents as additional steps. So I'll continue on, delete that, and delete that. So now I'm left with just one line of code, and this is where my video would normally start. Now as I talk through my demonstration, explaining the code, I can press Ctrl-Z to bring up the deleted sections in the order that I want to talk about them in. Now some editors are going to bring back the code highlighted, as is the case in Visual Studio Code, so you can press Escape to deselect them quickly. And I can continue to bring new code in, section by section, by pressing Ctrl-Z. Now note I've got my empty while loop there, and when I press Ctrl-Z, some of the content fills out, and then I can continue working through, talking through my script, as I gradually press Ctrl-Z until I get to the end. So of course you want to think about how you're naturally going to talk through your script and delete in chunks that line up with how you want to get through your narrative. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.